In last video we talked about the working ranges, okay, or working cells. So and then this is the last update, okay, I mean the last things. You see, when we change daily, right, we will switch to daily report. Okay, so this is February. If I change it to May, it will be 31 days. If I change it to April, it will be 30 days. Okay, so you change over here. So the color over here, this one just show for the marking only. So later on we're going to remove it. We're using conditional formatting to color all this, okay, under this row 5. Okay, row 5 from C5 onwards. Okay, so there will be conditional formattings. And for this one's right, so the leaf type over here and the staff name here, basically we will calculate the total. So the total formula normally we use is like this, sum. Okay, we're using sum, and then we just adding like this. Okay, but this is not the right things, because when you think about this one's right, in the future there's expansion when adding the rows over here. So without emitting much formula over here, basically you need to rely on the row over here. This is now is I change it to B10. Where I extended to more than B10, right? Okay, it will be B11. I can amend over here, then the rest will be changed. So in order to do this, we need to have a dynamic formulas, okay, which is using indirect. Okay, and for this one, okay, so let's say we want to have a better things, because when you move to the right, okay, so they are up to 31 columns. Okay, so these 31 columns, not all the columns will be used. So like this one's right, let's say this value is empty. Okay, this row 5 is empty, right? Okay, any row 5, let's say it's a monthly report. Let's say I change to monthly report. Okay, so monthly report until 12 month. Okay, for this one, the column 0506, right, this one should be empty. So to how to do this one, right? Okay, so we're using this formula again. Okay, length trim, and then we use this one if it's empty, which is 0. Okay, so we return nothing. Otherwise we use the sum formula. And then for this one, right, there's a slight changes over here. So for this one, we need to change slightly over here. First of all, you see the column will be changed. Okay, so for this case, we will use column, not only column C, we also can consider column D, and the column move, right, we're not using the lock the column. So for this one, we need to think about the alternative. What's the alternative? So for the time being, we just use the basic one first. Okay, so this is the one. This is the final value looks like. Actually, this one's right. Is what you need to do is you need to fix the row and also the end of the row. Okay, so currently 0. So later on we will fill up this one. Okay, and for this one as well, so basically we use the same for the rest as well. So once let us build this one first. Basically we only have 2 formula needed, and then we're going to use for the rest as well. Okay, so for these ones, right, you need to get the column made as well, and then the Russell, so that you can join together. So for these ones, right, we can use the column, but column formula only return digit. Okay, so from here you need to go to the parameters here. Of course, this one is the column. We'll put the column in alphabet. Okay, and then column in digit. Okay, so for this one we are using XLOOKUP. Later on we'll change it back. That's why I'm not using VLOOKUP. If using VLOOKUP, the column digit, right, it will be the first one. Okay, under column N. So for this one, first of all, we got no choice. We need to type. This is the Google Sheet. So basically, we don't have the autofill things. over here, ij k l m n o p q r s t u v w x y z. Okay, so we have this one already. Okay, so what we're going to do is like we still copy this one. Okay, and then what we're going to do over here, so basically we're going to do like this. Okay, and then we're going to change it, this one. Okay, this one column A. So from here we're going to do some things like this one, and then we're going to fix this, and we add the text like this. Okay, so from here, autofill, yes, we want right to the tables. Okay, so from here we have this one. Okay, so now we just have a easier way to replicate this one. Okay, so from here, right, this Google spreadsheet slightly not good compared to the replications of the formula compared to the Excel. Okay, so this one I changed to B. Okay, I did caps lock, so you can see this one, and then I just do the same. Okay, when I paste it, so I go and ensure it's value only, then we'll copy this one. So now I change it to C. Okay, and then I'm going to copy the same thing also. And remember, always paste value only. Okay, so I will copy until column D. That's the reason why until column D, because of the limitations of the Google spreadsheet. It doesn't allow you more than 500,000, if I'm mistaken. Okay, so there was the chance I had break the limit, and then it show the limits. Okay, so from here we're going to do this. Okay, so and then once this finish, right, we're going to remove it, and of course we're doing the necessary things. Resize the column. Okay, so the next one over here, since we don't have the flash field over here, okay, so we're going to do some things like this. Okay, so this one I need to do another one things over here. So close the if, and if this is row 2, and 2, equal to 2, then it will be 1, otherwise will be the O1 plus O2, plus 1. Okay, so from here I'm going to replace it up to this part. Okay, so it's 100 over something, so for say better performance I remove the rest. Okay, 130 columns be more than enough. Okay, so from here, so basically the idea is I get the numbers, the column numbers, and then I return to the alphabets. Okay, as accordingly. Okay, like 1 represent A, and so on and so forth. So now we have built this one. Okay, the next one, and then we go back to the summary here. So we're going to change this column. Okay, this is the one that we can modify the formula become the dynamic formulas. Okay, so this one we need to close again. So basically it show errors, it doesn't matter for the time being. Okay, so the first one over here we are thinking about the column. Column what? Okay, so we are thinking about the column C6. We can put C6 or whatever, it's up to us. Okay, we can even put C5. Okay, so we can get this one. Okay, so this one we can get what I think C7. C7 is a good. Okay, then this one we just put C5, and we just end like this. Okay, so now we're going to use X lookup. Okay, so and then we're going to close this column. This is the column, then what we're going to return. So I typed wrongly. Okay, so now X lookup over here, the first one. Okay, first one always is the lookup range where we look up. Okay, the search key lookup range and then result range. So from here, right, these two we are going to the parameters sheet. Okay, so from here it doesn't this is the things, it will break up. Okay, from here I try to get to the now you're only back. So this one until just later on is until column n. He doesn't allow me to do the shift. Okay, so this one going to fix the value, and then this is the lookup, and we're going to look for the n. Okay, so what's the return? So basically we return this one. Okay, so it's not O, and then we need to change it to n. And the third argument, if it's missing, we just return nothing. This one we can save one formula called if errors. So this one match mode will be the accept match, which is 0, and then search mode just according this one. So this 10, okay, this is not the correct one. So and then I need to put the, and also this 10, right, basically later on I'm going to change as well. Okay, so this one I'm going to put this $sign, close it bracket, and then 10. Okay, so this is not the final one. So the 10 one, right, basically we need to change it to S6. Okay, so this one we need to fix it. Then that's all. Okay, so this is the formula we change. You see how we change from the initially just some from the C7 until C10. Now we have make fully automated this formula, so we no need to change anymore. Once you do this ones, right, okay, when it comes you don't need to change anything anymore. Okay, so this is C5. So for this one, basically I don't want this C5 be moved, so basically I need to static the row 5. Okay, when I move down. Okay, so any other things need to check. Okay, so C5 looks good. Okay, and then this also I put C5. Okay, this C7, and then you return back as the column, and then drawing back the text. Okay, so that's why index comes in. Okay, this is the only formula. If it can return alphabet, even better, but so far there's no any formulas that can return the alphabet yet. Okay, that's why you need to do some customizations. Okay, so when we done this one, basically we just copy and then Control Shift arrow key right and then paste it. So as you can see, there's no any others values. Okay, so now we are testing again. So we will change the daily. Okay, as you can see, it works very nicely. Okay, so let's start change to May. I will show as well. Okay, because there's a value over there. So when change to February, I will change. So this is what we want. It's working perfectly. So for making things easy looks, so I just change it over here. Okay, later on I can change this the alignment once I completed everything here. So from here I can copy and paste here. So there's a changes over here. So this one is not C5. Okay, this one is still C5, and this one not C7. This one is C15. Start from 15 until this one not A6 anymore. This one is A14. Okay, so this is how we change it. Okay, the formula we can actually use just slight changes. You see, I just changed the start row. Okay, and also the end row. That's all. Okay, so you see, I just referring to C15. Okay, just the row numbers from 7 to 15, and then from this one, right, this one is dynamic one. Okay, so done. Okay, so as simple as that. You can see how simple once you derive the formulas. Okay, so this one no need to check. The next one, which is the last one. Okay, the last formula. So then after that, we're going for the conditional formattings. Okay, so when you come over here, this AL, right? So from here we have two search criteria. First one is this one, okay, which is the month and date format, and then the other one is the leaf type. So from here, right, when we change to daily run, right, okay, that's the reason comes in. That's why you need this working sheet. Okay, this working sheet represent the SO format, which is year, y for y, okay, and then mn dd. Okay, so when it comes into the input, we need to do some amendments over here. That's why we have this ISO format here. Okay, this is the date. Okay, and then when we come to the month, we're referring to this one, which is column T and column H. Okay, so when we see this one, right, okay, we are change it differently. So the things over here, we can still copy this formula, as you see over here. Okay, the only things we change the internal things. Okay, instead of returning some things, we are changing it to the count ifs. Okay, with the x1. Okay, so we can copy the formula actually from the column C5. Okay, so and then place it. This is not what we want. If column C, okay, equals to 3, this one we are not reusing this anymore. So we can directly remove this one. So we are using count if s. Okay, so this is the formula. So what's the criteria range? Criteria range, first one we are thinking about this one. Okay, so C4. Okay, and then why we're going to change it, we are going to refer to, you see, this is the things that I don't really like the Google spreadsheet, because it's not intelligent enough that I want to change the formulas, right? Okay, when I still clicking inside the formula, but somehow it doesn't like me. So from here I just put H. Okay, so just now it's the C4. Okay, so C4. Okay, doesn't matter. First we just put this one first, and then the next one we are looking after. Of course, this one we need to change this one, and then we can copy this formula and paste back over here. So this one, just now we are looking for the C7. I think it's B7. Never mind, later on we can change back to the right one. So this one is ABC, so we are referring to column C here. So this is the leaf type. So and then what's the things? Okay, we are referring back to C, A, B, C. I think it's B5 or B6. Never mind. So this is the one, and the other one, you see the date format will be column D. So later on we're going to get this as column D here. So we're going to copy this entire formula and replace. Okay, so you can see how fast I change the formula. Okay, so when place it, so A, B, C, D. So this one is column D. Okay. So this one is column B7. Sorry. Okay. So C4. Okay, correct. Okay. So this is the date. Okay. So this one's just C4 except this one. This one is B7. Okay, and then this one also referring to B7. Okay, so done. Okay, so the reason you can see I have do differently because in C in this column C is the leaf type. Okay, so when it comes to leaf type, basically you see over here, right, we are referring to B7. So this one will not move across the column, but will change across the row. That's why the column must be static. Okay, so absolute column B, and then that is 7, which is you can lock the column B and left the row as a dynamic. You change accordingly. And for the date format, right, ISO that format, you change across the column. That's why you need to lock in the row. Column doesn't change. Okay, doesn't lock. So and similarly go to the other one. Okay, so this one is still the same things as well. So and then you see the column D's. Okay, so we'll change to the money, right? It will change as well. Okay, so then the next one is we just drag it like this. Okay, so you can double check the formula. You can see the formula become B10 and then B9, B8 and B7. Okay, so from here basically just copy and then you just select the columns D7 and Control Shift arrow key left. Okay, so and then paste it. So from here, right, there's another things looks not that great. Okay, the reason is because we need to change one more things over here, which is column C5 in this one, right? So this one basically we need to change to column C, and then this one become column 5. Then we will change accordingly. Okay, then of course we can still amend it like this. Okay, then the next one we do repeat the same things, and now it will gone. Okay, so this is how we change the formula. Okay, and similarly we can just copy this one and paste here. Now the values over here, right, we are no longer looking of the leaf type. Okay, so basically you see this the B15. Okay, this is the things that we need to change. We no longer referring to a leaf type, we are referring to a staff name. So go back to the input, the staff name. Okay, so the staff name at the column B. Okay, then come back over here. Okay, so this one, okay, we will change to column B, and the second one also, this is the money one, also change to column B. Okay, then we close it. and we just Control C, shift it, okay, select until okay, so copy the cell and then repeat the same things and then paste it. So we are done. Okay, so this one is just the basic things, as you can see here. So this one you can see is Julia taking AL. Yeah, this one is steady. Okay, this one is more than enough already. There's another one we can in the break, like for example the Ahmad, and then what type of lift it takes, and for the lift time, right, basically this one we can see, okay, if there's only one, okay, if there are multiple staff, okay, taking AL. So also MC or EL, three things, right? Okay, there are four staff, you not know which one staff taking the exact, okay. So this one we can do it, okay, if we want. Okay, so now come back over here, right? All these things looks nicely. Okay, so from here we're going to do the funny things over here. So from this text, right, you see the text color, we're going to change it to white. Okay, so we're going to eliminate the working cells here. Okay, so these two columns also we're going to change it to white color. Do not let other people know, okay, this is the working from working cell. This one is also working cell as well. So we change the color, and this one's, right, basically we also change it back to okay, white color. For Excel is no colors. Okay, so I want to change this one, looks much better. So how I going to do this one? Basically I just Control Shift here. Okay, so from here I'm using conditional formattings. Right click, view more selections, conditional formattings. From here, this one is straightforward, which I only need to do it's not empty. You can choose it's not empty, or greater than the 0. It's either one, up to you. Okay, so from here I just put bold, and font color I put black, and then this one I put yellow. Okay, so once I click done, okay, so that's it, and close it. It's quite a bit annoying, so you can see up to here. So what if I change it to May? Okay, it will extend as well. Okay, so now everything looks nice. So when I change it to money, okay, so the money, it doesn't show correctly. So for this case we need to change the conditional formattings to it's not empty. Format rules, this one we can, it's not empty. Okay, so it shows. So I change to daily report. We can double check. Okay, from here shows nicely here. Okay, so this is it. Okay, we are almost done all these things. Okay, so now we are doing the formattings here. So we select the cell. Okay, so we do the alignments. Okay, the alignments from here, we can align to middle, and then this one to the center. Okay, so and then we're going to change the conditional formattings for this one. Okay, so this one, okay, so we are going to do the conditional formatting because this is all is number. Okay, we can put not empty also can. Okay, it's not a big deal, so bold it, and make sure this color is selected, and then change to light blue. Okay, so we're going to do the same over here, and then I'm going to repeat the same. Now looks okay, much better. Okay, so the next one over here, I'm going to repeat, but this time I'm using greater than 0. Okay, so from here I'm going to use greater than 0. So from here I just put 0 and bold it. So this one I'm going to change it to red color, so it's just a highlight, and this one is doesn't need anything. Okay, so done. Okay, so then we just select the cell C 15 and highlighting until the last of the column. Okay, so this is still the conditional formatting. Okay, so we ensure this one is greater than 0. Okay, so now it looks nicer. So when I close it, okay, and the last one over here, right, we do slight modifications, align to left, so that it in sync over here. Okay, so when we change to that report, okay, so we can see the May one. Okay, May only got one. Okay, we can cross check on the money on the May. Okay, just only one is which correct. July got a lot. July got eight readings. So when we choose this one July, right? Okay, this month money sections it only will works when we choose daily. Okay, so this is how the conditional formatting. Okay, so from here we can do this one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so it's 8, and upstairs also the same. Okay, the readings is actually the same, there's no variance. Okay, so this is it. This is how we do the summary nicely. Okay, the result, and of course if you having the yearly data also will be much better. So the yearly data, you see the 3 different combinations. This one will be 2020, 2021, 2022, 2024, 2023, 2024, and so on and so forth. So this is how it looks like. Okay, now everything looks nicely. Okay, that's it for the summary. Hope you like this video. If you really like this video, please subscribe my videos, and will be make me more motivated to produce more quality videos. Okay, so for this moving forwards, you can see repeat the same patterns for all the summaries. Okay, and there will be slight difference compared to different project, like for example issue trackers. So for the upcoming one, I think I will do the issue trackers, and will take servers weeks because it have a lot of logics there. And please don't see this as simple as that, because when we need to design all these things, right, you see just the summary, this part, right? Okay, looks nicely one. Okay, it's like dynamic one. We also spend days to do this, and when we come to videos, right, it just a couple of hours, and even less than that sometimes. This is how we do the things. Okay, that's all. Thank you.